right, welcome everybody to Scripture Night without any scriptures. Today's presentation, folks, is to move you to really think about why you believe what you believe. And it's going to prepare you a little bit too for this Sunday's presentation. And this presentation today is called, What About Hitler? And from now on, we're just going to call him the bad H, okay? Now, people mention this because, best as I can tell, they're talking about a really, really heinous criminal. And for the sake of this presentation, let's just assume everything we've heard about the big bad H guy is absolutely true. Let's just assume that for the sake of this presentation. And folks will say, well, how about a person like that? Doesn't he deserve to be, right, annihilated or eternal conscious torment, whatever they've come up with, right? The Christian barbecue, as I like to call it. But see, folks, here's the thing. It appears to me, whether people realize it or not, is what they're doing is they're justifying, right, this kind of heinous punishment because of this really, really horrible, heinous criminal, right? But is it limited to just that 0.000001% of the world, you know, because there's not a lot of big bad H's in the world, right? No, it's not limited. See, folks, what they do with that, and some people may be doing it without realizing, what you're doing is you're justifying this really horrible punishment with the most horrible criminal you can think of, right? But then once you've set up this horrible punishment, then you start throwing all kinds of logs on the fire. And that's what happens. So, folks, a little warning, I'm going to be doing some of my comedic emoting, okay, to paint the picture here. And I don't mind saying this because I think that if basically it was only 0.00001% of the world that was going to go to that really bad place and they have to be super, super bad criminals, well, then you'd be saying that 99.9% of the world is essentially reconciled to God. And I don't know that anybody would want to even bother taking a lot of time having the conversation. But that's not the soteriology or the theology in Christianity. Rather, it's like you're lucky if like 10% of the world is even going to be reconciled to God, right? So here's the emoting. Here we go. This is how it goes, folks. Right? They say, Shade, how about that horrible bad H guy? Yes, he deserves that horrible punishment. Yes, the Christian barbecue, we're going to put him in there. Yes, okay. Oh, geez, well, you know, yeah, that guy really was pretty bad. Yeah, if all that stuff is true, man, he was really, really, really bad. Don't know a lot of people like that. Yes, that's right. So that's why we're justified in having the Christian barbecue. That's what I'm going to call it. And okay, all right, okay, that's fair. All right, okay. You know what? We're going to get those atheists now. Well, you mean the atheists that have been behaving like that big bad H guy? No. We're just, as long as they're atheists, they're going in there. Well, wait a minute. I thought that only people who did really, really bad and like a lot of bad stuff, you know, that's what you said. You said that, you know, guy like that bad H guy, he should go over there because he's really, really, really super bad, right? But now have these atheists done stuff like that really? Or what are you saying there? No. But, you know, we got to keep the logs on the fire. So they're going to go in there. They don't agree with us. Yeah, we're going to throw them in there. Here we go. Okay. I'm not okay, settle down. You done? Okay. Well, yeah, we'll slow down. But, you know, there's agnostics too, right? They don't agree with us neither. Yeah. They're a bunch of, you know, I don't know type of people. I know, but they just say they don't know. They're not sure, you know, but I don't think we should be throwing them. They didn't do anything. Are they acting like that big bad H guy? Well, no, but you know, we've kind of put away that idea now. Now that we've set up the Christian barbecue, we kind of just want to keep the logs on the fire. So let's just keep telling people if they don't agree with us, that's where they belong. There we go. And then the agnostics go in there. Well, I mean, some of them said, I don't know, maybe they might believe in God one day. Well, okay, but if they don't agree with us on everything, then they have to, you know, at least 90% of what we say, they got to go in that Christian barbecue. Okay, that's what's got to happen here. Man, but I thought we set that up just for the big bad H type of people. That guy didn't do that, nothing. That girl didn't do nothing close to that. I mean, actually, those people were nicer than David, the king. You know what I mean? Oh, still, it doesn't matter. You know, no. We got to keep the logs on the fire. Wow, what's going on here? Well, I hope we're not going to do anything to people that at least they say they believe in God. Well, wait a minute. What kind of God did they believe in? Well, I don't know. I know there's people like Buddhists and stuff. Wait a minute. Yeah. They got to go in there too. Well, wait a minute. I thought this was just for big, bad H people and maybe some, atheists and agnostics because they couldn't make a decision. Now, even the ones who believe in God, in fact, a lot of them say they believe in Jesus and his teachings and they want to follow his ways. That doesn't matter. That's not good enough for us. They didn't say and do everything that we said they needed to say and do, and they don't agree with us. So therefore, they have to go. No, wait a minute. They've done nothing wrong. Actually, some of them are actually nicer than most Christians I know. No, it doesn't matter. You got to get them. It doesn't matter how nice they are. That's it. That's a Christian barbecue. Let's keep it going. Keep that fire going, baby. We got to keep that fire going. Oh, wow. That felt good. That was nice. That was nice to throw them in there. But, I'm kind of on a roll here. I think there's some other. How about the Muslims? Let's get. But wait a minute. They say that they actually believe that Jesus was a really good teacher and a prophet. That doesn't count. That doesn't matter. We got to put them in there too. Yeah, but they weren't mean. They're nothing like that big bad H guy. It doesn't matter. Put the logs on the fire. And how about the Hindus? Them too. In fact, it's Hindus. H. Hell. That's good. All right, here we go. So throw them in there. There's a go. Oh, yeah. All right. We did okay. We got a lot of people. How many people we got left? Well, it's just the Christians. It's about 20% of the population. Okay, just the Christians. Okay, man, you guys got to settle down. You guys keep throwing the logs on the fire like nobody's business over there. And these people didn't even do anything close to the big bad H guy. Yeah. I think we need to keep this going. Whoa, man. These are Christians. These are Christians. You can't put Christians in there too. Are you sure? I think we can. Because some Christians don't agree with us Christians. Yes, that's true. That's true. Yes, some Christians don't agree with the other Christians. So we're going to have to get those Christians over there that don't agree with us. Let's get them. For sure, get the Pope. He's the Antichrist. Which one? They're all the Antichrist. There we go. Let's throw him in there. Hey, see that one with the rosary beads? Yeah, throw her in there too. But she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't even come close to bad H guy. It doesn't matter. We don't care. She's got plastic beads. She talks to Mary too much. Let's get rid of her. Yay. And here we go, right? And then we're down to what? How many we got left here? About 10% of the population. That's what we got. We got about 10% of the population. Okay, all right. We really whittled this thing down, didn't we? That's good. We did all right. But prosperity preachers. Get them in there too. Right? So by the end of it, who you got? You got Jesus and John MacArthur. That's it. That's all you got, right? So hopefully this didn't annoy you too much, folks. But what I'm trying to say is, it's very clear to me that you're trying to justify a super heinous punishment, horrible punishment, and you're trying to justify it by using the most ugliest criminal that you could potentially think of, but you don't leave it at that. And that's the bottom line. And I'm going to remind you of the thief on the cross who said that he deserved being on the cross. What kind of crimes do you have to commit to say you deserve that punishment? Right? What kind of horrible things that he did? Right? But see, everybody goes, but he repented. Folks, he said, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. That's what he said. Right? But you don't know how many people he might have harmed. Okay? So if we can have, right, a heart for the repenting thief who ultimately probably did a lot of bad things, are we saying that he's in paradise, but a lot of people that he harmed are roasting because they didn't get the chance to say, remember me? Is that what we're saying? See, but no, what does Jesus say? He says, forgive them, Father. They know not what they do. The them there are the ones that put him on the cross. Now, when Jesus says, forgive them, they know not what they do. Do you think the Father listened to that? Or were those just words? Folks, the forgive them were the ones that did the evil. Right? So what I'm trying to say to you is that ultimately God is the one who gives the mercy, and he's the one that gives the grace, and he'll decide how much grace. But I'm still going to suggest to you that you bringing up the most horrible criminals to justify a really super horrible punishment, and then you turn around on top of it and you're being taught to throw just about everybody else in there because they didn't say the right thing at the right time, or at least say, Because we all know, folks, there's 1,000 doors. This is a house of mirrors, right? You better pick the right denomination, because if you don't, you're going off the cliff. And so again, how can you ever feel secure and or loved when every single time they're going to present to you a reason for a horrible, horrific annihilation or punishment? I'm going to suggest, folks, that that's not a reasonable soteriology. It's not a reasonable theology. And to use heinous criminals to justify further horrible things doesn't sound like the ways of a loving Father. So I'm going to leave that with you to think about. But ultimately, my answer to you is God is the one who gives the grace. So let's hope and pray that He will be graceful to all and merciful to all. Thanks for listening. And remember, do all things with grace and peace.